I went to Yaya, Karu, Orozu, to Kashi the other day. I felt so bad.
But the citizens, of course, naturally will still want more.
Yeah.
Katampe one, they are talking about infrastructure development and feeling the touch of the FCT. Gwarimpa, they said the gate leading to the place there's a gully, especially when it is raining. That has been mentioned. And then issue of also evacuation of waste in some areas. It's not really as expected.
Let me not bore you. As I speak to you, the procurement process is going on as far as Katampe is concerned.
That's Katampe?
Yes. We're doing the selective tendering. You know, there where we're building judges' quarters. Where they are building Court of Appeal, FCT division. So we're carrying out massive infrastructure in terms of road in Katampe, but when procurement process. Let me tell you this, in the next 1 year, what you will see in Abuja, you can come back and beat your chest. Yes, I think we have gotten it right. In terms of road infrastructure, not only in the city. Now, I went to Yaya, Karu, Orozu, to Kashi the other day. I felt so bad. The road was terribly bad. I said no. I called the coordinator of STD. I want an estimate of this road immediately. I wrote to the DG, approved for us for emergency 18 kilometers. I said, if we don't do this now, with the rains, it will be something else. It will be something else. That is Yaya, Karu, Orozu, down to Karashi. 18 kilometers. Now, if we go to Kuje, we are now, if you see from the airport down to Kuje, it's 10 lanes. Now, within Kuje, we're able to dualize Kuje down to their boundary with Gwagwalada. Now, I want to do from there now, dualize it to Gwagwalada itself. Right? So, by the end of the day, you will see that people in Kuje, you don't need to live in Abuja. You don't need to. 15 minutes from there, you're in the city. But they can because there's no road. Even from Gwagwalada, you don't need to pass to the airport again. By the time you do announce Kuje to Gwagwalada, you take that and you're in the city here. So we are not restricting ourselves to just road in the city. No. But you will see heavy development in terms of road in next 1 year. You talked about the refuse. Let me tell you, that's one area I'm fighting hard in terms of, you know, these contracts were, I don't know, contract over 1,000 persons. Contracts were awarded. It's really unfortunate, the kind of rot we find in the system, but you have to be careful to fight it because they're all there waiting for you. I can assure you we are going to improve on that. You talk about the golden war, you know, sometimes, you know, there are things that some residents should be able to do. If there's a small pothole in front of your house, as residents there, you cannot say, look, can we put ourselves together and make sure we cover this pothole? Things that will not even cost you. That's what we call some kind of service you should also render. I have told our engineering services in FCDA to go and identify areas of flooding when it rains on the road. If you see that no drainage is open, they are all covered drains. So sometimes these drains must have been blocked. So they are not identifying to let the companies who did those jobs to go back and open those drains. So they are identifying that one by one. So such number of vehicles that will be adequate or enough. But you need to partner with private businessmen. No one government can try it to provide everything. It's not possible. It's not possible. That's why we're encouraging. Okay, take for example, we have both vehicles. And we know that government is not a good businessman. Those vehicles are mighty. We have been debating, what do we do? Some people say, look, why not call the unions, right? And say, look, we are willing to give out this vehicle on so-so condition. Some people have argued, no, why not take it as part of empowerment? As empowerment how? Say, some of the youths who are doing nothing, why not give them these vehicles for them to go into this work? The argument. People are looking into this, the pros and cons. We'll not be able to take a...
So the jury is still out there on this issue?
So what?
The jury is out on this issue?
Yes.
Undecided.
Okay. No. You see, you don't rush into taking decision that way.
Yeah, because
you just have to internalize it. It's not a, you see, sometimes when some of you outside, you are outside, you look at it as if you must take a decision immediately. You have to look at the pros and cons before you go into it.
Okay. Let me ask you this before we hit the hour. I don't know if it's come to your notice. I mean, I know there's a new tax drive, an initiative in the FCT, but are you aware that there are some people who are doing business in the FCT and even on the streets that are being consistently harassed by, I don't know if they call them AMAC, but you see people who just always approaching cars. So people don't really know who they are for some reason for the first time. You're
talking about thoughts and thoughts.
Exactly.
Is
that the initiative? Is that the plan? What's going on?
Look. Let us tell ourselves a simple truth. I was away. A colleague of mine, a friend of mine called me. He's a senior advocate. Said, sir, people came to my office now trying to hijack all our cars. Yeah. I said, what is that? So they're from Transport Secretariat. I said, what is that? I said, give the person the phone. I said, who are you? He said, what are you? He said, pack and pay. I said, what do you mean by pack and pay? Pack car in my house and I pay? And you know it was correct. So I called the Transport Secretariat, the mandate secretary. I said, come. Who introduced this pack and pay? What does it mean? Who collects the money? Now, unknown to us, there is an agreement between the secretariat and some people who say they are consultants. And then I said, consultant? Then I said, okay, consultant takes 80%. And the state government takes 20%. I said, okay, where is this money being paid? This 20% to government. But that's okay. Come on, draft a statement and call the director of press. Send out a statement that is no, the public should be aware that don't call pack and pay. So sometimes these things are done in connivance with the various secretariats. I was a governor. I know that this can happen. It happens. So you will not deny the fact that you have some people who are doing that. Yesterday, I was watching television. And then I saw where they said the sports department has given out so a consultant, something like that. I said, sports department, a consultant to do what? So I called the head of service. Who approved for the appointment of this consultant? I said, okay, call me the mandate secretary of the social development secretariat. I said, he must be here this morning to explain to me. So these are things you have to fight within the system. And it is not easy. It's not easy. But see, you sometimes, if you don't bring it to our attention, we may not know We can't be everywhere.
So this one now is illegal.
It's illegal. That's the point I'm trying to tell you. That's why I said, go and make an announcement to the public. It does not exist. And if that my colleague, that my friend did not call me, if it not happened to him, I would have known. I would have known.
Yeah. Honorable Minister, sorry.
Yes, but you see, the point I'm taking, no matter how you shuffle, you still have civil servants working with you. You see, it is not easy, but you try as much as you can to reduce. I went through Yaya, Karu, Orozu, to Kashi Jarade. I felt so bad. Then you are not being sincere, because I know the system. So, but we must continue to fight hard. Some people go on the road. Look, sometimes I disguise myself. I'll tell my ADC to drive. No security, nothing. Then before you know, before you will stop, you see someone coming. The one they see my face, they start running away. So you can imagine what is happening to other people. So, but like I said, it is not easy. But we're coming to the point that you can say, yes, this has been reduced to the BRS minimum. But don't go home to say it will not. No. People do all kinds of things. Even those working in your office can also run such deal. That's why in revenue, there are a lot of, look, even in terms of land, there are a lot of things going on. But you try to stop the ones you can stop. The ones you cannot stop, what do you do? In your office, racketeering is going on. So that's what it is.
Honorable Minister, on top of the hour, we need to go on a quick break. It will be just for 3 minutes. When we come back, we still have like 15 minutes or so to still spend on FCT issues, and then we'll go a feed on general issues, politics particularly, and all of that. So, if you permit us, we should go on break now.
You are in charge.
All right, we'll go on break. We'll come back on top of the hour. We'll come back 3 minutes thereafter to continue the session with the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Yezo Wike. Okay, guys. Well,